Hey friends, welcome to the channel. You are probably here not in the best circumstances if you're finding this video. So your site is showing up not secured. I'm going to show you how to troubleshoot this because every situation could be different, and how to get this fixed, especially if you're doing e-commerce or selling anything on your site. Honestly, for any reason, your site should be fully secure. I'm going to walk through that now. So maybe you just connected your domain, you just got your site set up, but when you try to go to your domain, this message comes up. Number one, this is the worst thing ever to have on your site. If you're running ads right now, pause them. If you're promoting something right now, you got to get this fixed as soon as possible. You do not want your site showing up like this. If Google thinks it's dangerous, your end user is not going to feel safe getting into your site. So you always want to make sure your site is secure with SSL security. Well, how do we do that? If you're getting this message, let's troubleshoot this from the bottom up. There's probably 2 or 3 things you need to look at. So number one, the first thing we want to do is go to your site. And then once you're in the back end of your site, this is a demo website. First thing you're going to want to do is hit settings. In there, you're going to go to advanced and then go to SSL. Now, before we click on it, you'll see it says active right here, which is great. If it says processing, that may be that you just connected your domain. And if you just connected your domain, either 2 things are happening. If you just did it in the last 10 minutes or the last hour, maybe few hours, it actually could just be processing. It takes time to process. It's the archaic part of the internet, the World Wide Web, as it used to be called. We still use it, but the systems are way more advanced than what they used to be. So the process is just a little bit slow. So the SSL, if it says processing, that's the case if the domain's still connecting. If you've waited like a day or so, there may be an issue with your actual domain, your DNS records, which we'll take a look at in a moment. But let's actually just look at this first. So SSL, you come in here, if you select Unsecure, or it's just selected this way, this could be causing the issue. So you could have an issue if it's like this. I highly recommend Secure, and I highly recommend HSTS. What HSTS does is just basically make sure your site always loads with HTTPS. Not just HTTP, but HTTPS. That is the best protocol for security. It's the highest level of security for your site. From there, you'll hit save and be good to go. So you want both of these checked off. So if this is checked off and this is saying processing still and you're having an issue, the next thing you want to check is this. You want to go back and then go back, and then I'll just go fully to the home page. You'll go to settings, and then in settings, you'll click on domains. This is where I see the issue for a lot of people. Now, if you've had your site up for a day or 7 years, there's different issues that can show up here. If it's been up for 7 years, it could be that you have a deprecated domain, which just basically means the DNS records you had before no longer are the same. They're different. So you need to update them. It's pretty easy and straightforward. If you want to, you hire a professional to just go in there and make the changes for you. Because again, DNS records are just weird and confusing. So what ends up happening is when you come into domains here, you'll see your domains that are built in linked to the site. They should show green. So if they're showing any other color, that's a problem. So here is a live website. As you can see here, this domain is managed by a third party and it says connected and it's in green. If anything is red, you need to figure that out. Now, it may be green, but you might still have an issue. I don't know if I've ever run into that, but let's just try to address it so you can see the next level of it and figure it out. So what you want to do here is, if you're seeing this, this is all here. Okay, so when we take a look at this, anytime you connect a domain, you're going to connect 2 CNAME records and 4 A records. As you can see here, it's saying, hey, the A record that you need, the required data, is not there. What's showing up is this. So first of all, you got to get rid of that, and you got to get rid of that and replace it with these 4. Please be aware, these are 4 different domain records. This ends in 4.4, this ends in 4.5, 4.4, and 4.5. And then also 2, this is 1.8.5 in the middle, and this is 4.9 in the middle. Like, they're different. I remember I used to just do 2. So if you only did 2, you're going to have this SSL issue. So you need to do all 4, and you need to make sure you have 2 CNAME records. So the main ones you want are going to be this one here and this one here. There's 6 showing up because I don't know, just because I think there's other stuff on this domain that's connected. But for now, that's what you want to keep in mind. So all of those need to be connected. Nothing can be red. All of it has to be green. You need to have all 6, 4 plus 2, 6 of those records connected properly before SSL starts to process. Because SSL is basically creating a certificate of safety, of security for the user on your site. So when you go to a website, let's go to this like that. The way you know a site is secure is you're going to see 2 things. Like you could double check this. You're going to see this little lock box right here, or this little lock, and that tells you it's secure. The other thing is if you click on the domain twice, you'll see the HTTPS. It cannot have the S if it's not fully secure. And so those 2 things are really going to help you. Now, those are the ways I check. So the first thing, you go to SSL, see what's happening. If there's any issue there, you fix it. Same thing with the the domain, the DNS records. You want to make sure when you click into this, it's green. You're going to see this connection in progress. It's gray. It needs to be green. And it definitely shouldn't be red. And then from there, you could see that the SSL certificate will process and be completed once it's done. Now, the third thing you do if you're still having issues is contact Squarespace support. Just go to Google and type in Squarespace support. Get in a chat. It's during business hours most likely, so you got to do it then, and then get into a chat and just let them know. On the back end, they could check if there's any other issues that you might be dealing with. I don't know, maybe you put in the wrong record, maybe you mistyped it, maybe you added a space somewhere it shouldn't be. They'll be able to go in and check and just see if there's any other issues that you might be dealing with that's slowing down the process. Otherwise, again, it just takes time. It's unfortunate, but it may take up to 72 hours to finish this process. So it's unfortunate. You want to make sure you do it right from the beginning. If you haven't done it yet, you're actually in a good spot because you're seeing where the potential errors could come. I've been yelled at by clients because it took too long. So if you need to do it, just make sure you do it right. It's well worth paying $100, $200, or $300 for someone who's a professional to do it right. If your site being down for a few hours is a big deal. So just make sure you get it done right. The 6 records get connected. You're good to go. Final thing I'll say is if you went through this like process of connecting a domain, let's just copy this and I'm going to hit disconnect. Let's do use a domain I own and then paste this in. It'll do a little bit of thinking and then loading. Okay. Once it does this, if you do transfer is like a 7-day process. It does not happen overnight. So if you start a transfer process, that could get really complicated because you got to go back and forth. You're literally transferring ownership of something that it's just not easy to transfer ownership. So you have to go get an authentication key and then put it in and then like verify it and then go back and like do a few things to verify the move. And it takes a bit of time in the process. If you hit connect domain, it gives you a few options here. It says other, and that's what got us to the screen we were at before. But let me do something else because I have this domain. So this is on GoDaddy. You're going to see this here. This is the interesting thing. They're getting really clever with the way they do this. So I'm just going to hit connect. So here they want you to connect name server. So if you're just about to connect your domain, this is like super confusing. They want you to do this. If you don't want to do all this, just go back. The better way, I think personally, is the DNS records, and you could connect your domain through with DNS records. I wouldn't say the better way. Actually, there's like probably a whole nother video I can make on this. Yeah, I'll probably leave that for a different video. If you want that content, check the description below or drop a comment below and I'll make sure to create something for that. And I do have like a DNS like course that I have because all the information has to stay private. If you want to be a part of that, just check the links down below. You can get that so you can learn how to do this DNS move. And I show you all the steps that you have to do to do it right and get it done properly. Friends, if you got value from today's video, hit that like button. When you hit the like button, it tells me that you got value from today's content. It tells the YouTube algorithm some fancy, important, critical information, but it tells me you got value from today's content. Next, if you want more resources for your site on Squarespace, anything from SEO to blogging, check out the links below. We have so many resources on our website, and we're publishing new resources each and every month. So we have plugins, we have downloadables, we have free downloadables, we have blog posts, we have a ton of content, we have a ton of services, a ton of great things for you. Finally, if you want more content just like this, consider subscribing. We publish 3 new videos a week. My mind is blown that we're publishing 3 videos a week. It is a lot of content, but we're doing it for you. So 3 videos a week. If you want more, consider subscribing, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.